Hey, what is going on, Huddle fam? Pastor Todd here with the Church Playbook. Hope you all are having a great day. I am in sunny San Diego. I'm here for the weekend. And just, quick story. Y'all know I'm on sabbatical and I bought a house in Texas. And so we're staying at that house at least through this spring. And then I'm actually going to be splitting my time between Texas and California. So, I haven't given up my church. I'm not resigning. I do have some fun and unique ideas about what the future of our church does look like, which of course, as I do anything at my church, I'm quick to let you all know. So, hey, a couple of days ago, did a video on the 90-day win planner. And this is something that you get. It's a new tool in the Church Playbook Academy, so it's a part of your subscription. And I had actually I had showed it to you on my iPad the other day, and then for the sake of this quick video, I actually went ahead and printed it out. And this is the great thing about this tool. You can print 100 copies of these. You can print one for you and everybody on your team. Okay? And so, hey Paul, how are you? Pastor Kevin, good to see you. So the last video we said, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to start here, and we're going to ask the question, what ministry, if we think about the next 3 months, the next 90 days, what ministry should we as a church focus on for the next 90 days that will do one of two things? It will either make our church bigger or it will make our church better. Okay? Because listen, bigger is not always better. Better is better. And sometimes better will make you bigger. Okay? And so we said, okay, when we look at the ministry categories in our church, we've got worship, fellowship, discipleship, ministry, evangelism. By the way, those are the New Testament purposes for the church. That's not something that I made up. When you look at the New Testament church, that's what they focused on. Worship, fellowship, discipleship, ministry, and evangelism. Now, in addition to those, we have other categories within the church. We have children's ministry. We have youth ministry. We have administration. And then there is this other category. Frankly, I don't think you need to use it. But so what we had you do was we're going to pick one of these to focus on for the next 90 days. Now, like I said, if you are full-time at your church and you've got a fully functioning team of leaders, I think you can pick up to 3. But if you are part-time, maybe you can get away with doing 2. But listen, there's power in focus. And so we said, okay, and I'm just gonna circle the first one. And so for the next 90 days, we're going to focus on worship, which is, for us, it's kind of synonymous with our Sunday morning services at the church. And again, now that can be in-person services, that can be online services. So once you have picked your category, then we're going to go to the next question. Okay, so step 1, you pick the ministry category that you're going to focus on. The next question, the next thing you do, the next step is to answer this question. On the back side of this sheet, write down as many actions that you can think of that could make blank better. Now, in that blank, you write down the name of the category that you selected to focus on for the next 90 days. So I'm going to write down worship. Okay. And so on the back side of this sheet, write down as many actions that you can think of that could make worship as a category in your church better. Bigger or better for the next 90 days. Now, we're going to flip this sheet over. Now, here's what I would encourage you to do. First of all, I would set a timer. See, there is this misconception that brainstorming is the way to go. And so we get people in a room. In fact, I've got a whiteboard behind me. And I've done this. And in fact, I love to do this exercise with people. Okay? Fly me out to your church. I'll do this exercise with your team. Okay? Now, the challenge with brainstorming is people, you've got one person in the room, it's usually you, right? That is thinking wild and crazy ideas outside of the box. The challenge with brainstorming is if you've got 3 other people around the table, 5 other people around the table, 6 other people around the table, 80% of those people, and they don't mean to do this, but 80% of those people will automatically give you a reason why your idea will not work. Okay? This step, we're only coming up with ideas. We're not trying to figure out how to do them. Honestly, that's what the next 90 days are for. But we're trying to discern big, hairy, audacious, Holy Spirit-driven ideas that will make the worship in our church better. And so on the back side of the sheet, now again, you can do this on a whiteboard. My whiteboard is 4 feet tall, 8 feet wide. It's like a sheet of plywood. I mean, it's huge. But you can mimic that on the back side of this paper. So you print out your 90-day win planner. You go and you figure out what category you're going to focus on as a church that will make your church bigger or better in the next 90 days. Then we're going to come up to this next question here. On the back side of this sheet, write down as many actions that you can think of that would make worship better in your church for the next 90 days. So we're going to pull out our phone. We're going to set a timer for 10 minutes. And we are not going to brainstorm. Okay? We're going to do what Seth Godin calls edgecraft. Okay? Now, let's say that we're looking down at, let's say this circle represents a cliff. Okay? And we're going to, this X represents, okay, an idea. a conventional idea. What brainstorming does is people come up with all kinds of ideas, and notice that these ideas are safely in the middle of the cliff. Okay? And that's what brainstorming will get you most of the time. Safe, mediocre ideas. Seth Godin says, what you want to do is not brainstorm, you want to do edgecraft, and where you take this idea and we're going to push it to the edge of the cliff. Because that's where remarkable ideas are. They're on the edge. They're not safe in the middle. They're on the edge. So, for example, let's say that you owned a restaurant, and maybe let's say one of your ideas, if you were brainstorming ideas, maybe one of your ideas would be that to hire better servers, right? That's man, every restaurant needs that, right? We need better waiters, we need better waitresses, we need better hosts, we need better servers. So that would be a brainstormed idea. Hire better servers. Edgecraft takes that idea and moves it, okay, to the edge. So what does that mean? Well, we're not just going to hire better servers. We're going to dress all of our servers up as clowns and make them bark like a dog. I'm not saying this is a good idea. I'm saying this is an example of taking a mediocre, safe idea and pushing it to the edge. Because remarkable simply means someone is willing to make a remark about you and your service. And so if you were a restaurant owner and if you wanted people to remark about your restaurant, you would need to take a simple and safe idea and push it to the edge in order to get people to notice you and make a remark. That's all remarkable is, making a remark. So you need to hire better servers, but you're gonna hire servers that are willing to dress up like a clown and wear roller skates. Okay, that's something that's an edgy idea. Okay, so on the back here, let me try this. Because I've now ripped a hole in my planner. So on a piece of paper, you would just start okay, so we're working on worship. Okay? And so I'm just going to write down, here's the thing. You're gonna set your timer for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And here's the thing. Don't stop writing. Okay? We need better ushers. We need more greeters. Make greeters hold welcome signs. So all you're doing on the back of your planner is you're just writing down hire a worship team instead of volunteers, right? Rotate hosts, between men and women, right? Okay. So here's the thing. Here's all I want you to do. I got so much great feedback from you guys the other day about, oh my gosh, the idea of simplifying, moving our church forward by picking one category and focusing on that for 90 days. A lot of you felt liberated by that. That's great. I want that to happen. Okay, so now the next step, I don't want you to do anything with these ideas. I just want you to capture every crazy idea. And you just don't stop writing. It maybe you're like, I can't think of anything. Write that down. I can't think of anything. Right? Okay, just keep writing for 10 minutes. It does not matter how crazy this idea is. It doesn't matter how wild this idea is. It doesn't matter if you think whether or not your elder board will approve the idea. Okay? You just keep writing. Okay? And here's the thing. Now, we have not gotten to the place yet where we're going to pick our idea. We haven't gotten to a place where we're going to pick the idea. All we're doing is taking 10 minutes. You know what's amazing? When is the last time you spent 10 minutes thinking about wild and creative ways to improve the life of your church? Okay? And by the way, just think what would happen if you took 10 minutes and thought of all the wild and creative ways that you could increase the level of fellowship in your church. What if you took 10 minutes and thought of some wild and creative ways to get people discipled in your church? What would happen if you took 10 minutes and you wrote down every wild and dumb idea that you can think of that would make your children's ministry better in your church? I'm telling you, friends, this can change everything for you. Okay? So, the last time we got together, we said, okay, we're going to pick a category to focus on, and then on this part here, the next step is simply to write down what category you're focusing on. And on the back side, we're going to write down every wild and creative idea we can think of. And here's the thing. I'll let you do this, because we'll come back in a day or so and we'll talk about how to pick your top idea. And it's honestly, for me, the most fun part of this process is the process of eliminating and identifying your best idea that will make, it'll make your church bigger or better in the next 90 days. Okay? But we're not doing that right now. All we're doing is writing down every idea that you can think of. And then I will let you do this. What if at the end of 10 minutes, you went and you could have 100 ideas in 10 minutes. You'll notice something. You'll notice that after a couple of minutes, the ideas will slow down. And the second thing you'll notice is that even though the ideas slow down, the ideas that start to come to you are bigger and deeper ideas, not just the easy, obvious ones. Okay? Now, at the end of 10 minutes, here's what you can do. We're not going through the process of elimination yet. But what if you just took an idea and pushed it to the edge? What if you went through all of these ideas and said, okay, is this a safe middle of the road idea? Okay, how can I push it to the edge and make it remarkable? So that's your homework for today. Make sure, again, I will post the link in the comments, but this planner comes with your Academy subscription. The only thing that you need to be focused on right now before you set any ministry goals, before you start going down the road and doing all this ministry, you need to pick something to focus on. And then when you pick that category, we're going to come up with all these ideas about how that category can make your church bigger or better in the next 90 days. And then you're going to take those ideas and you're going to push them away from the safe middle, okay, and push them to the edge. And then the next video, I'm going to tell you how to pick your top idea. So, love you guys a ton. Hope that was helpful, and we'll talk to you soon.